Hi, and thanks for joining me. Losing your job, for whatever reason, is a stressful time for most people. But during a strong economy that's functioning normally, we can take a few days to reflect on the situation, see what we can learn from it, then take some time to update our resume and cover letter, and then begin to look for other jobs, to begin to identifying job positions and applying for them. However, when the economy stops functioning normally and there's a recession, companies go out of business, businesses stop hiring, and there are very few positions to apply for. During this type of a situation, if you're looking for a job, well, there aren't many jobs to apply for. And that has an effect on our motivation, on our emotions, and our feelings. We get stuck. But this is a perfect opportunity to either work on your weaknesses, improve the skills that you already have, or to develop new skills. And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I will share with you some tips and some resources that you can use to upgrade your skills or to develop new ones. This is especially important during a recession or a slow economy, because when companies and businesses start to hire again when things improve, all of the people who are currently unemployed because they lost their job will be applying for the jobs that you're applying for. This means that you will have a lot more competition when looking for a job compared to when the economy was normal. And of course, if you're competing against a lot of people who are also looking for the same types of jobs, you need to differentiate. You need what we call in business a competitive advantage. And that is something that makes you a little bit better or a little bit different than everybody else competing for the same jobs that you're competing for. Now, this competitive advantage for you is new skills, new courses that you took, or new strengths that you've developed. The first tip I have for you is, if you can't find a job in your profession, take any temporary job. Register with a temp agency. Go and apply for jobs at places like Walmart, grocery stores, department stores, even warehousing, anything. Now you might be thinking, but why? That's not my profession. I'm an engineer or I'm an instructor. Well, it doesn't matter what job you take temporarily. What that shows is that you are proactive and that you show initiative, so that when the economy improves and you find yourself in front of a hiring manager, you could say, I am proactive and I take initiative. For example, when I was not able to identify job positions that I specialize in, I took any job because I can continue to use skills such as communication, maybe teamwork, attention to detail, and so on. So you're actually using and demonstrating transferable skills while taking initiative and being proactive. These are huge benefits for you when you are trying to differentiate yourself from other candidates who, during the time that they are unemployed, have done nothing. So that's tip number one. Don't be afraid to take temporary jobs that have little or nothing to do with your career or your profession. Tip number two is take online courses for free or a very low cost. And right now, I'm going to share with you some resources that I use to build and develop my skills. And these are edx.org or edx.org, Coursera.org, and lynda.com. Let me briefly describe all of these resources to you. edx.com and Coursera.com have courses that you can take for free. Not all of the courses are available for free, but many of them are. Now, if you don't pay, you will not receive a certificate. However, you can still complete the courses. And of course, you should include that in the education and professional development sections on your resume. And I've actually taken courses both with Coursera as well as edx.com. For edx.com, I didn't pay for the courses, so I didn't receive certificates, but I did pay a small fee. They are actually very reasonably priced and inexpensive for courses on Coursera. The neat thing with Coursera and edx as well, I believe, is when you complete the course and you receive a certificate, you can print it or you can automatically display it on your LinkedIn profile. And of course, if the economy is slow, if companies are not hiring, that is also a perfect opportunity to take time to improve, complete, and perfect your LinkedIn profile. Now, the third resource, lynda.com, is now actually LinkedIn Learning. Now, as you can see, if you do go to lynda.com, or alternatively, the same resource, just simply now on LinkedIn, you can see that there is a charge. Now, you can take a free month trial where you don't have to pay, but after that, you have to pay. Now, I'm in Canada, so it's showing that the monthly cost is about $35. Now, if you go to lynda.com, you can also take a free month trial, but after that, they will ask you to pay to access any course. But let me show you something really cool, and that is public libraries. Wherever you are, make sure to get a library card if you don't already have one. The reason is that library cards are free. And when you have a library card for your city's public library system, you have access to online resources. Now, here I'm looking at the website for the Los Angeles Public Library. And as I scroll down, you can see they have a section called Online Learning. When I click on that and scroll down here, look at this. Right here is lynda.com, which means that you have free access to all of the courses in lynda.com as long as you have a Los Angeles Public Library card. Now, moving on, I'm looking at the Miami-Dade Public Library System. And here, I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and the website looks very different from the Los Angeles Public Library System. But if I look here, services, let's see what they have. I don't see anything here. What about Explore, Learning and Training? Oh, here's something. So now I scroll down here and look at this. They also allow library card holders to access lynda.com courses for free. That's a fantastic resource. And I don't have to pay. And just like Coursera or edX, the lynda.com certificates can also be printed or automatically placed on your LinkedIn profile. Let's try a third one. Chicago Public Library, as you can see here. Now, I looked through their website or webpage here, and I actually looked at their online resources. Let's click on this. And I tried to find lynda.com, but I couldn't. I couldn't see it here in their choice of public online resources. I clicked on the A to Z resources, and when I do that, I clicked on L to see if I can find lynda.com, and I don't see it. I don't see it here. So if you can't find it for your city's public library, here's what you can do. Just do a keyword search. What I did here is I typed Chicago Public Library, lynda.com, and look at this. Open Data Resources, Chicago Public Library. So I clicked on that, and look what came up, which means that if you do have a Chicago Public Library card, you can use it to use lynda.com resources for free. Now, not all cities will allow you free access to lynda.com, but if you can't find it for your city, like I said before, just do a Google search or any other type of search using the keywords your city, public library, lynda.com. And like I said, not all the public library systems have access to this, but then you can use Coursera or edX. And if you're really trying to develop your skills to help you improve your chances of landing a better job, consider paying the small fees that they do charge for the courses. As you have seen, there are many resources available for you, either free or at a very small cost, for you to be able to develop your skills, reduce your weaknesses, or build new skills and strengths so that when the economy does improve and companies start hiring again, you will have the competitive advantage when looking for a job and competing with many job seekers. I hope these tips were useful for you. And as always, if you have any comments or questions, please make sure to post them in the comments section below this video.